A lot of people would love to own a pet. They can make you feel relaxed, remove your stress, and keep your mind off other things. But sometimes they can be dangerous animals and can turn against you, because unlike humans, they are not capable of reasoning, especially if you choose to domesticate an animal meant for the wild. We humans are weird. The pursuit of being different and standing out of the crowd can lead many of us to get a hold of exotic animals that might not be well suited to be pets. Often, the same handfuls of mad exotic pet ownership gone wrong stories are repeatedly brought up by people who oppose the exotic pet trade, despite the rarity of these incidences. Welcome to Mind Read, where today we bring you a jaw-dropping list of 10 dangerous animals that Homo sapiens keep as pets. But before we begin, make sure you subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to be notified whenever we make a new upload. Let's go! Number 10. Crocodile monitors. Sometimes extremely large and carnivorous reptiles are purchased by general enthusiasts. And that brings us to the case of the crocodile monitor. This massive monitor grows 8 to 12 feet in captivity and requires large caging. So don't try to fit one in your apartment. Their temperament varies by individual, but bites are always a possibility with these generally high-strung animals. Bites can result in finger amputations and deep tissue wounds, even with juvenile animals, due to their uniquely serrated teeth and strong jaws. Monitors also have saliva that is densely populated with bacteria that will cause severe infections and reactions, such as inducing shock. Although no one has been directly killed by crocodile monitors and other similar lizards, their bites can be potentially deadly if not treated. One of these rare examples was featured on Animal Planet's Fatal Attractions, where reptile keeper Ron Huff was likely bitten and succumbed to infection that he didn't seek treatment for. Number 9. Alligators. An alligator as a pet? That thing will eat you! Well, not quite. And since the animal doesn't see humans as prey, it's pretty safe as well. However, don't get too comfortable. They may attack defensively, and they have an extremely powerful bite force, built for tearing apart live prey. And, like the crocodile monitor, they can cause severe injury should this happen, including the severing of limbs. But we suppose that as long as you don't do anything that is monumentally stupid enough to provoke this animal, it won't go out of its way to harm you as a pet. Interesting fact! Alligators are taking over golf courses all along the east coast of the US, and there hasn't been much violence as the golfers mind their own business instead of provoking the beasts. Number 8. Monkeys. Monkeys are wild. One moment you'll be feeding them, and the other they'll be snatching the food bag, or attacking you. However, it's fairly common to have pet monkeys in many parts of the world, and they're actually quite good at living among humans. It's not all good news though. All large monkeys have canines that can inflict serious injury. Even if they're removed, the remaining teeth are also injurious. And it doesn't help that monkeys can be prone to dangerous, spontaneous tantrums when they hit sexual maturity that will surprise unsuspecting first-time monkey owners. Black-capped capuchin monkeys are said to be the best pet monkey, and this is the species used by the organization Helping Hands, with their teeth removed, obviously, a group that trains monkeys to help disabled people. Number 7. Large constrictor snakes. Another reptile, another big crowd of enthusiasts in the world that seek the most sought-after species that come in some of the biggest sizes. Constrictor snakes are usually non-venomous, but given their ability to wrap themselves around their prey and choke the life out of it, it's surprising to see humans having these beasts as pets. The problem with keeping a large snake, or any snake for that matter, is that they are excellent escape artists. Should a large snake find its way out of the enclosure of someone who didn't research their needs diligently enough, sleeping children, pets, and sometimes adult humans are at severe risk from the unseen menace. Negligence is often a factor with escape and subsequent strangulation of children or pets. Take an example from a case in New Brunswick, Canada, where 2 brothers aged 5 and 7 were allegedly strangled to death by a 16-foot-long African rock python, a type of constrictor that escaped from an exotic pet store located beneath the apartment where 2 boys were sleeping. Number 6. Wolf dogs. Dogs are probably one of the most famous animals on the planet, with human love knowing literally no bounds for these good boys. So that brings us to the wolf dogs, a result of the cross between a domesticated dog and a wild wolf. This hybrid species is highly sought after by many throughout the world, and why shouldn't it be? It is truly majestic to look at. However, having one as a pet has its own dangers. It might surprise people that wolf dogs are likely more dangerous than wolves in the wild when owned as pets within our society. While fully wild animals often have a more reclusive attitude and are cautious of humans, some wolf dogs possess the independent nature of their wild counterpart, along with the loss of fear of humans that is a prime characteristic of domesticated dogs. Wolves are a natural pack animal and will respond well to being given subordinate positions in the hierarchy. This also leads to a reduced tendency to bite. Throwing domesticated dog behavior into this mix can create a more unpredictable animal. Yet, as genetics vary, so do the produced animals. Therefore, not all wolf dogs will have problematic behaviors, but the issue is, we don't know which ones do. It is estimated that somewhere between 300,000 and 500,000 wolf dogs are kept as domestic pets in the US. The most common hybrid is a gray wolf crossed with Alaskan Malamutes, German Shepherds, or Siberian Huskies for the closest wolf-like appearance. Number 5. Elephants. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Literally. Despite their huge size and high upkeep, elephants make a surprising entry to this list. It's fairly uncommon to have elephants as house pets, but it's not unheard of. Outside of zoos and circuses, elephants make fairly good companions, considering they are highly intelligent creatures and respond very well to companionship. However, the hazards of keeping such a large animal are far from none. Anything can happen if an animal the size and strength of an elephant gets spooked. They have a mind of their own most of the time, and there have been incidents of them intentionally killing their owners or trainers. However, you will be surprised to know none of the privately owned elephants turned out to be killers in any of these incidents, and the only deaths reported by the elephant attacks were either zoo workers, circus workers, or other exhibitionists. Perhaps this is one of the biggest reasons that the Association of Zoos and Aquariums now requires protected contract between owners and elephants. Number 4. Venomous snakes. With these fanged venomous creatures, a single bite can land a person in the hospital, or even on their deathbed. But do you think that stops humans from keeping venomous snakes as pets? You'll be surprised to know that it is very easy to acquire any exotic venomous snake in the US, and enthusiasts and amateurs are always in pursuit to find these. It's perfectly fine for experienced people to keep rattlesnakes and even cobras as pets, as they are aware of the dangers associated with keeping these predators and are capable of handling these snakes. However, we warn you there are so many novice snake and pet owners out there that have been involved in numerous incidents where one small mistake cost them not just their pet, but also a trip to the emergency room. According to statistics from the Humane Society of the United States, 18 deaths were attributed to exotic reptiles, including pythons, boa constrictors, rattlesnakes, mambas, and iguanas, between 1990 and 2011. Not to mention the fact that the Center for Disease Control and Prevention would like to remind us that an estimated 90% of all reptiles carry and shed salmonella bacteria in their feces. So before you jump onto Google and start searching for your new potential pet, make sure you've spent enough time with a professional trainer or handler of snakes. But seriously, would you consider owning a pet cobra? Let us know in the comments below. Anyways, before we get to our top 3 picks, if you still haven't subscribed to our channel, we recommend that you do, and never miss out on the amazing content we bring to you every day. If you liked the video so far, smash that like button, and let's start with our top 3. Number 3. Big cats. You want to know what shouts money? Big cats as pets. Rich people around the world flaunt their pet lions and tigers on their Instagram profiles and other social media channels. While we can all agree it is one of the most badass animals to have as a pet, the dangers associated with this companionship are just one too many. Well, of course, it's not called the king of the jungle for nothing. The US Department of Agriculture estimates that for every lion in a zoo, there are as many as 10 privately owned. And the Global Federation of Animal Sanctuaries estimates that 5,000 captive tigers are residents in the US. The majority live with private owners, rather than in accredited zoos. This leads to one of the biggest problems associated with these big cats: unexpected attacks. It's not uncommon to hear that a lion or tiger owner got mauled by the pet. In the US alone, there have been many big cat-related deaths when the owner got too comfortable and didn't respect the beast. Not a good way to go, honestly, but it's what it is. The dangers are surely not going to stop people from having pet lions and tigers. Number 2. Bears. Lions and tigers and now bears? Oh my! Bears are listed higher than big cats because of their intelligence, dexterity, and omnivorous, opportunistic nature. They have impressive strength and a taste for meat like a big cat, but they also have an interest in approaching humans, including breaking into their homes, which both wild and captive individuals have done. This makes escaped bears a much larger concern for the public, in contrast to the often reclusive large felines. The bear species most commonly kept as pets are black bears, and this species is also responsible for the most fatal attacks on humans, both wild and captive. These wild animals may be among your fantasy menagerie of domesticated pets, but most of us realize that as cute and cuddly as they appear at a distance, they deserve to be free. In 2009, a Pennsylvania woman, Kelly Ann Walls, who kept a lion, a tiger, and a bear, among other wild animals, as pets, paid the ultimate price for her mistake when she entered the 350-pound black bear's cage for cleaning using only a bowl of dog food as distraction. Tragically, Waltz was mauled to death by the bear in front of her own children and a group of neighbors, despite her high level of experience and a license to own and handle these animals since 1994. It only goes to show that wild animals belong, well, in the wild, not locked in cages. Number 1. Chimpanzees. Surprised? Well, you should be! Chimpanzees possess incredible intelligence, dexterity, and strength, and unlike any other animal on this list, they can actually learn many things from humans, such as how to unlock and open doors and enclosures. You see where this is going? They are master escape artists. However, they make incredible pets, if trained right, and there have been no known deaths due to chimpanzee attacks in recent times. So you must be wondering, how did this distant relative of ours end up on top of the list? Well, the simplest reason here is that they carry the highest threat to the public, and not their owners. With their ability to escape enclosures and locked doors, they can easily wander outside, and they tend to attack by biting off body parts, noses, fingers, etc., and often enjoy playing with people while not allowing them to leave. So while all the victims have survived, the damage was extensive. The famous 2009 Connecticut incident was the most severe chimp attack, resulting in the victim, Charla Nash, losing her eyesight and undergoing a face transplant. Travis, an ex-TV star chimp that belonged to her friend, mauled her, severing her nose, ears, and both hands. Travis was shot after he made an attempt to attack an officer responding to the scene. Okay, so this was our list of 10 dangerous animals that live like pets. Let us know what you think in the comments section, and before we leave, stay home, stay safe, save lives.